Alright guys, it's Chris again. I flew my bugs again today. I guess y'all seen the video. The problem comes and goes. I don't know. So I decided I'd tear it down. So I started tearing it down here, and I just thought I'd give y'all some little video as I go along with tearing it down and show you what I'm finding. Just to show you how it's put together and everything. A lot of people been suggesting things, and I've done had this thing apart a couple of times, so I know where every single piece is. It's broke a lot worse than I thought it was, though, my arms and stuff. I didn't really realize it till I started tearing it down, so I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to put it back together. But anyway, I'm gonna turn this around now and show you some of the stuff, how everything's made and put together here. Hold on. Alright, let me back out here and show you. This is the top. Alright, and you see I got an arm broke completely off there, and that one there is cracked pretty bad. These two are still okay, they aren't cracked or anything. I just had the tape on those, so help me see it better. Alright, turn it over right up here in the nose. Let me turn it. Let me turn this light on, see if that'll help. Right up here in the nose, in the front of it there is your compass. It's a little tiny chip, very small, right up in the nose. And right there is the GPS right in the back. Okay. And there don't appear to be anything wrong. Everything was tight, all the connections were good. It's got this thing right here that goes in there and covers it, and that shields it from all this crap, so you don't get no interference. And what it is, it's a real thin, I don't know if you can make it out, but there's a piece of copper, a thin sheet of copper in between these two pieces of felt here. And anyway, that piece of copper shields all this, so you have to make sure you get that back in there just right. But like I say, there's nothing wrong with it that I can tell. I'm going to plug it up here in a little bit maybe and see if it gets hot or something. You can see right here my arm's completely broke off here. This one's the same way. Let me see if I can grab this phone different. It's broke completely off. This plastic is very, very cheap. I'm talking about just so brittle. It's not even funny. Just putting the screws back in, if you ain't careful, you'll break some things. Actually, when I first took it apart just from the factory, that thing there was broke, and there was another one somewhere broke, and the screws was just loose in there. And let me show you the ESCs just run up the arm there. I think they're 6 amp ESCs, I'm not sure, but I believe they are. Right there's your board and all, and right here's your foam. Your foam's right in there. It's kind of sitting on the piece of foam. Anyway, I hope y'all can see this. So far I haven't found anything wrong. Camera's right down in there. I'm gonna finish taking it apart. I'm gonna strip it all the way down, check everything out. You can see I've got both my antennas running back down each arm now like they're supposed to be, and I ain't had any more problems since I fixed it with that. This GPS module, it don't have an antenna that I can tell. I mean, I guess the unit itself is its own antenna. So I don't know if it's getting hot and cutting out and going bad, or if I've got some other problem, or if that's even my problem at all. I just don't know. I just wanted to kind of give y'all a quick look at this thing. I know a lot of y'all probably wondering what's in here and how it's all put together and where every little piece is and how it's made. So, alright guys, I'm back. I got it completely tore down now, as you can see there. I haven't found really anything wrong except, well, for one thing, look at all the pieces of plastic that come out of this thing. I mean, all them little tiny pieces, and I threw a few of them away before I started saving them. They was falling out everywhere. The little giblets broke up and all in this thing. But this is probably the main thing. This is the GPS module. And this side right here goes against the top of the plastic there. And I don't know if you can tell it or not, but it's got some discoloration. It's been pretty hot, I believe, because there wasn't nothing stuck to this side. It was all on this side. There was the sticky stuff stuck to it with that copper and all. So this just stuck right up against the plastic like that, and I do believe it's been pretty hot. I think this is a ceramic heat thing right here on top, and the main part's right there. But and it's got this little metal type plate with a little knob, little something right here in the middle, a little bump that sticks up, made out of metal. I don't know, but you can see it's kind of discolored. I think it's been pretty hot, so that probably gonna be my problem. Give a shout out to True Drone Reviews. He's the one that said it was probably what it was, and I do believe he's right. Show you all the little pieces here. Have to overlook the bone in the floor. I got a dog, and there's his water bowl. He lives in here with me. Drew me a little diagram, and I labeled everything like these so I'd know back, right, left, front, and all that. I know where they plug up right and everything. Made me a little diagram there so I knew which way I had it turned when I took all that apart. I weighed the body here. It weighs about 128 grams. I'm sure that's part of it's because of the camera. I never did take the camera out yet, but I'm sure that's close. Probably about 100 grams for the body. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Me and the monkeys here is, if you see, I got some monkeys here. We're having court, trying to decide exactly what we're going to do. And the court says it has reached a verdict on the Bugs too. And the little dude over here says he is guilty. The Bugs is guilty of being made out of cheap, shitty ass plastic and having a GPS module that just don't last. I don't know. If I didn't have a new red body coming, I tell you, I'd be damn tempted to buy me a carbon fiber X frame and just mount all this right on that. I'm sure the weight probably wouldn't be much different, and it would be a lot stronger. Then I could make whatever the heck I wanted. But I do have a red frame coming, body coming. Fella bought for me. So I'm probably going to go that route. And it's broke up so bad I don't know if I can fix it good enough to put it back together where it will fly right now. So I may be stuck here like this. And the other, let me show you. Hold on. This was the other small drone, toy drone I was telling you about that would turn so fast. Better not have quit. The battery's saying low. Maybe it's still recording. It was this hover racer, Sky Viper hover racer, and I stripped it down, man. I took all that crap off of it that made it heavy. I tore it wasn't nothing but just the main frame and the body, and I lightened it up drastically. and that thing turned on a dime, and you turn the altitude hold off and it goes fast. But I flipped it over in the grass a few times, and I think I burnt some of the ESCs up on it, so it won't fly now. That's why you ain't never seen a video of it. But I really liked it. It just, you know, it didn't have FPV or nothing. Whatever I get now, it's got to have FPV. That's the only way I'm gonna fly. So that's junk. It burned up real easy. It flew for a while, but I don't know. This thing here would be great if it didn't weigh but about half what it weighs. It would turn on a dime then with them brushed motors. I don't really know when I'll be back now, because I don't know if I'm going to be flying or not, to be honest with you. It'll all depend on if I can get this one back together. Get these arms back on. The way they're broke like this, I just don't know. I mean, before it was still halfway together when I had it taped, and it was just cracked. And undoubtedly some more of them crashes I did broke them completely on and off, and I didn't know it because they were taped. Tape was the only thing holding them. Anyway, I'm Chris. I'm glad y'all tuned in. Hopefully I'll be back soon, but I can't make no promises. I ain't got nothing to fly. So anyway, I'll see you.